Hi, Kullar Photo, back here on YouTube with a new page, new channel, and kicking it off with a bit of a rant. And my rant is to do with really poor photographers and how they get work over the likes of myself and other photographers that are good at what they do out there. It's a rant, it's a bit of advice, it's two things really, but just to let you know, it fucking pisses me off. It really does. It just grinds my gears that, you know, you can go out there and there's some people that are passing off some really poor quality imagery, right? Poor composition, poor editing, everything. It's nothing to do with the gear they use. They could have the most expensive gear in the world. A shit photographer is a shit photographer. But if you've ever thought to yourself, how are they getting this work? You know, I'm sitting there going, him, what? Eh? I'm like that. I'm really like that sometimes. And all it comes down to, really, to really break it down to you, the reason they're doing this and they're getting paid gigs out of it is purely because friends. You know, they've got a good set of friends behind them. They've got family that support them. And it's poor support for shit photography. It's coming from a good place, but at the end of the day, they're not very good. But this is kicker number one here right now. Right, they got friends that will support them. They'll go on Facebook, they'll post images. Their friends will like them. Their friends will share them. Right, they'll post something about their photography online somewhere. Their friends will like them. Their friends will share them. Right, just because it's their friend and they want to support what their friend is doing. And it's the same with family members. Family members will do the same as well. The kick side to that as well, the upside, is that when they need something doing photography wise, that friend is the photographer. There you go. So then it's more, oh right, oh how much do you want for it? They're going to give them the mates rates, aren't they? This is their secondary income right at this minute. They're starting out, they have a job, they've got photography, they're doing both simultaneously. But what you can't have a go at them for is doing it. You know, they're doing something that they want to do and they're doing it. It's not their fault, they're not very good right now. What it is though is their friends will then tell other people. They'll be like, oh yeah, so-and-so, they did my pictures, you know, yeah, they came to the christening, they did the pictures there, oh, they did so-and-so's wedding, you know, they gave them photographs and they're really cheap, that's the word, cheap, right? And people will hear that, they'll go, photographer, cheap, someone else had them done. So that's where it just snowballs, you know. And then that person, they're ignorant to what good quality photography is, because unless you're in it, you don't really understand composition, lighting techniques, placement, you know, things like that, how to tell a story in photographs. You know, so people will be a little bit naive to that. And the people that are just starting off that aren't very good, but they're getting all these gigs, they can play on that fact as well. And that's what really pisses me off. The fact that, I mean, it pisses me off, but at the same time, I'll be honest with you, I don't go out and do that stuff. It's not for me. You know, I prefer doing my own projects. I've got a job, photography is my hobby, that's it. You know, but I've looked into doing this myself, and I've just looked out there, and it's just, that's how it makes me feel. But yeah, so, you know, their friends are sharing things for them. That's the first kicker. And what that stems to is that they're giving mates rates there. They're pricing things really low. I said cheap. Cheap is the key for these people. You know, it's just extra money for them. They're not a full-time pro yet, so that's that. What I will say though is kicker number two for yourself, and how it becomes even harder, is that if you're really good, you got to fight the pros as well. You're fighting people for quality work, people that are churning out quality work consistently, which you're doing. You're going to be fighting people to compete in that style as well. So you're not just fighting the little guys who are just starting up like you are. You're fighting these seasoned pros as well that don't want to give you a single inch to move in, because you're their competition. You're you're taking away their mortgage payments, you're taking away their bills, their kids' food, they're taking them out of school, you know, their car, the fuel in the car, they want new gear, you're taking that money right out of their hands, they want some new gear. And if you came between me and some new photography gear, I would have your neck. So how do you think they feel? But yes, so you're kind of stuck in the middle really badly. You need to look around, have a look at your friends, pester your friends, really tell them that, oh, please share, please share, please share. You know, I really want to get my name out there. Can you help me out? Because it's free marketing. So all these shit photographers, they're clever, they're fucking clever. They're going out there, they're getting free marketing. They're getting free marketing. That's what they're doing. They're getting free marketing from friends, from family, and what it is, it's that social media and it's that word of mouth. It's what's getting them where they are. It's what's getting them the extra money. It's what's giving them a bit of a comfortable life. You know, times are hard. Any little extra helps. So that's what you need to do as well. You need to go out there. You need to pester your friends and family to share what you're doing. Because if no one can see what you're doing, no one's going to know what you're doing, are they? It's like that thing. If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around, is it heard? It's like if you're taking photographs and no one sees them, do they exist? You know, that's it. Do they exist? So think about it that way. Thought about it? Good. So just think about that. Don't forget, you're not fighting those shit photographers. You're also fighting those really good seasoned pros that have been doing this for a long time. You know, I've moved down to London here. I've looked for part-time work just in the studio just because I wanted to, you know. But you know, they look at your work and then photographers will get a little bit scared off by people who've got good work because they're going to think you're coming for their job, and you might be. But in my case, I'm not. I just want to work in the studio, maybe get some perks from it, you know. And that's it really. So really, it's not just a rant at shit photographers, it's a rant at all you pros out there as well. Sometimes we just want to help out, sometimes we just want to learn more. You know, I love learning photography, and hopefully what I'll be doing is teaching people some stuff through this channel as well. Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. There you go. Oh, I'm feeling really deep right now. But look, I'm going to leave it there. I've had a little rant. I've had a little swear. Swear's done for the day. Leave it with that. Just be ruthless. Just look at what people are doing and emulate it, because if they're successful in what they're doing, you need to be doing something along those lines as well. Do it your own way, but just look at what other people are doing as well and emulate what they're doing, because if they're successful from it, they're doing something right. And if you see something you can add into that to make it even better, keep it to yourself, but do it as well. And last time now, I'm going to leave it there, rant over, smiling again, cheesy smile, and just leave it there. Right, this is Kullar Photography. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me here on YouTube. See ya.